Hello! Welcome to the second installment of our Heaphy track walk. We are now on day 3 and we are halfway through. Day 3 started early. We had breakfast to fuel up for the day and made sure the trail food is well covered. From James McKay Hut, we'll be covering 20.5 kilometers to the next and final hut, Heaphy Hut. Dock estimate for the day's walk is 6 hours. But with food stops, photo stops, and our pace, it will definitely be more than 6. So we have to make a head start. From the hut, we walked along Beach Forest where we saw these interesting looking mushrooms, then along Nikau palms. One kilometer from the shelter, our attention was caught by this playful fantail who was happily showing us its tricks. Then finally, we have arrived at Louis Shelter, our lunch spot for the day. Louis Shelter is an emergency shelter, no overnight stays allowed. It replaces Louis Hut and it is where people can stop and seek shelter if the river overflows or is too high to safely cross. Lunch done. From here on, we'll be crossing several suspension and swing bridges. First of which is the Louis River Swing Bridge, built on 2023 with a length of 101 meters. After a short distance, we then crossed Heaphy River Swing Bridge. The 148.8 long suspended deck bridge is the largest suspended deck bridge built by DOC. The walk continues through the forest of Kahurangi, Rimo, Rata, and Nikau palms. And this is our favorite marker, the 1 kilometer mark to the hut. As we drew closer to the hut, the sounds, more like the roar of the seas, grew louder and more Nico palms were in sight. Finally, we have arrived at Heaphy Hut, where we will be staying for the night. Warning was given against swimming at the river mouth due to the strong currents. So we just looked for our spot to dip and refresh ourselves. Then it's dinner time. Mine was creamy carbonara mixed with leftover beef jerky. The group then decided to explore the beach, first to witness the beautiful sunset, and second for some cell phone reception, the first since we had one end of day 1. Hello, day 4 of the walk. Early start for us today since we have transportation arrangements scheduled that we have to meet. After mandatory solo and group photos, off we went. We'll be covering 16.2 kilometers with a dock estimate of 5 hours. The track mostly goes through forests of rata and caraca trees, vines, and Nico palms. This area floods quickly due to its proximity to the seas. We can also see toppled over trees as evidence of the past weather conditions. we passed by multiple beaches. First is the Heaphy beach. The 20-minute beach, the Nettle beach. Then we rested and refueled a bit at the Katipo Creek shelter. There is also a campsite in the area. And then we pressed on. We reached the Twin Beach. And we reached Scott's Beach, a good rest spot before going up the Kohaihai saddle. We did a quick 2-minute detour to see the Scotts Hill Lookout. Nothing much to see, views are obstructed by the trees. Now we're crossing the Kohaihai River Bridge above the Kohaihai River. And we're done! The early birds in our group were already refreshed and enjoying the river. We tried resting at the Kohaihai shelter, but it was full of sandflies, caught up and planned on what to do next. My thoughts on Heaphy track. Compared to the other great walks that we did, Heaphy track is a simpler, less technical one. There is elevation, but it is gradual. The track is generally friendly. The challenge of this walk is more on the length of walk per day, especially in sunny open fields, with not much change in scenery that could distract you from it. But having said that, it was a great walk completed alongside great friends. So there you have it, our Heaphy walk experience. Thank you for watching!